Hey, how's it going tonight, everyone? I'm coming to y'all tonight to talk about Isaiah 55, 56, and 57. But I'm actually going to just kind of hone in on Isaiah 55. So Isaiah 55 is actually a very commonly referenced scripture passage. If you've ever heard anyone say the words that the word of the Lord will not come back void, this is the scripture that it's actually talking about. It's Isaiah 55. The Lord in this scripture is extending an invitation. He's extending an invitation that any who would come to him would hunger and thirst no more. We hear later in the New Testament scripture, we hear Jesus actually saying the same thing, making the statement that he is the living water. Come to him and you will thirst no more. In this scripture specifically, the Lord is telling those he is extending the invitation to, which is any who would be willing to lay down their wicked ways and turn to him. We see him telling them that come to me, you will have your choice of wine, your choice of milk, your choice of the finest drinks. Come to me. Come to me, and you will drink. You will drink and thirst no more when you drink my words. It's actually a great scripture, and one that really truly shows the heart of the Lord, even until today. In that it shows that the Lord wants any who are willing to come to him. That he desires none to perish, but all to find everlasting life in him. Aren't you thankful today that you have the opportunity? That if you want to come to the Lord, if you want to lay down your old ways and be forgiven, that you can come to the Lord. You can ask the Lord to give you wisdom and give you strength, and to be your friend that will never leave you nor forsake you. Aren't you thankful today? The scripture continues towards the end of the passage to talk about that the Lord will make crepe myrtles grow where there was once thorns. I know in my life there are times where I have situations that feel like very thorny situations. There have been times where me and other believers, other non-believers, have had aught with one another, that the Lord has made a way through that and caused there to be relationships that thrived and grew. And all it took was me submitting myself to him and asking for his help. And instead of those situations staying thorny situations, they turned around to become good, prosperous situations. We see in Isaiah 55 the Lord talking about that he would allow there to be water from heaven, and that anywhere that the water that came from him fell, that it would produce fruit. This is that scripture, that very scripture that is referenced, where it talks about that as the word of the Lord goes out, it would not come back void. And he talks about that his word is like water that flows out and that anywhere that it falls, fruit would be produced, that it would not be void. Anyways, y'all, thank you for joining me tonight. I pray that y'all would just continue to seek Him, continue to dig into His Word, continue to allow Him to move in your life. I promise you, if you do, that He will take those thorny situations that you face and He'll turn them around for your good, to produce fruit, to produce life. Anyways, y'all have a great night.